Hello everyone, and hello my lovely little weasels. The Kuva Bramma is a weapon that I've been testing out lately, and a lot, and honestly I have found out that this weapon, even in 2024, is incredibly good, and the must-have weapon for literally I would say any Warframe player to at least test out for a little bit. In today's video I'm going to be mainly talking about this weapon. I will be using, and the gameplay in the background is the base Kuva Bramma without any buffs. Now, I'll explain that a little bit in depth later on, but I will be talking about how this weapon will take you through Steel Path, allow you to kill a lot of enemies. If you get the chance to buff it with your Warframe or Companion, it is going to be even better, and of course talk about how this is very good for those sort of beginner players that are starting off Warframe inside of Steel Path, of course, and sort of getting a hang of it and need a good weapon at Mash Rank 15. So if you're Mash Rank 15, you are wanting to get the Kuva Bramma, watch this video, it might help you out. So let's talk about the progenitor. What elemental do we all want to add on to the already existing Impact and also Blast? So the elemental that I chose was going to be Heat. Now you can go for Toxin as well, because Toxin is very good because you can combine it Corrosive and or Viral, so that's going to be pretty cool, and add on Heat later. But I personally went for Heat just because I didn't want to waste mod space on Heat mod, so that's how I chose it. But as I said, Heat and or Toxin would be my personal best pick. To get either Heat, of course, or Toxin, you need to use certain Warframes, and I'll quickly just throw up a list here. There you go, a little bit of a screenshot. This is the Warframes and what elementals they give, just so you don't have to search it up, I guess. So there you go, pretty cool for you. And now let's actually just talk about the base weapon, and what do I mean when I talk about the base weapon. So I'm using Revenant in the background, as you may have noticed, and I use Revenant for testing out weapons because he has Mesmer skin and basically no additional buffs to your weapon. I do not use any arcanes. This is the actual build that I use for Revenant and testing stuff out. I have no arcanes, I have no companion, I only have my primary, and that is basically it. I run like that when I test out weapons, I guess sort of testing out if the weapon itself is actually good, so it's not Warframe dependent, but in this situation it definitely is not. The Kuva Bramma shreds through Omni Fisher survival missions level 200 without any issue. You can take it even further than that, the damage will fall off, keep that in mind, but that happens with every weapon in Warframe, so with the Kuva Bramma I think it is pretty much expected as well. Now I think that you guys want to see that juicy Kuva Bramma build, so this is the build that I use for the Kuva Bramma. I mainly focus on damage and critical chance and critical damage as well. We do have Heat and also Viral and also a Bane mod. So if you do not have the prime mods, then use the base variants. If you don't have the base variants, well then get them. What are you doing? You should get them and get this weapon and use it. It's amazing. So this is what I put. Now if you're using Heat, your build will look a little bit different. Something that I've made a little bit is this build actually right here. So you can check that out. That is sort of like a combination of Heat, but keeping in mind that I already have Heat on my Kuva Bramma. So those are the two builds. Mods can be definitely changed out, but Arrow Mutation or Vigilante Supplies is a must. You have to have that because this weapon's biggest drawback is its 6 ammo capacity on my Revenant. Now, you can use different arcanes. I personally prefer Primary Merciless, but you can use any other arcane that you think is even better. If you have a long bow, I think it's the all-long-bow arcane, this is what it's called, there you go. That could be pretty good as well, because that could boost up your damage incredibly on all 6 shots, so that's pretty cool. But as I said, Vigilante Supplies and of course using the Arrow Mutation mod is going to be very nice. But you might be seeing that there's something changing in the background. It is of course the Gauss gameplay. Yes, I've been using Gauss with the Kuva Bramma. Now I do not have Prime Sure-Footed, and I do spend a lot of my time on my ass with losing a DPM. So basically Gauss is incredibly good because it can buff its fire rate, you can buff the fire rate of your primary, so that's very nice. But the downside is you still have that 6 ammo. Now you're not usually gonna run out of ammo, but you don't really have the capacity to spam it like a madman. But with Gauss it is definitely usable. If you have Prime Sure-Footed, it's gonna be pretty good, and of course Kinetic Plating is always good to have active as well. I'm pretty sure Kinetic Plating doesn't give you Sure-Footed. If I'm corrected, Gaming Weasel will correct me, thank you very much. But also So another Warframe that this weapon goes incredibly good with is gonna be Hero. Hero makes this weapon just insane. It boosts its critical chance up to really good amounts, and also on my companion I do have, of course, this mod, Tenacious Bond, which of course increases my critical damage as well. So that is going to be very nice. With this weapon, just the ticks alone can sometimes kill enemies. You can just basically throw an explosion in one direction, look the other, look back, and the enemies are already dead. So definitely you do use it with some different Warframes. It can definitely surprise you. Now, as you may have seen, it is pretty usable. It is pretty fun. I'm not saying it can go to level 9,999. I'm not saying it's that capable. It probably could with the right build of Warframe and maybe tweaking the little build a little bit, but I don't know what you would, but you definitely probably know. So leave it in the comment section down below because I really want to hear and know what you have to say, yo. And that is basically it. The Kuva Bramma, a weapon that I definitely recommend everybody gets. At least test it out, play it for yourself, and see how it goes. Maybe it's gonna be pretty fun, maybe you're gonna love it, maybe you're gonna hate it, but at least you're gonna know. I do consider this still one of the best weapons in the game, and I definitely do say that. I love using this weapon. The ammo capacity is, of course, downgraded from its previous version, and the damage is sort of dumbed down, but still, till this day, the Kuva Bramma stands on its own two pillars on the end of its sort of bow thing and hold its ground in steel path. So there you go, the Kuva Bramma. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, do leave a like, comment down below what mods should I change out, want to hear that, and do subscribe for more on the Gaming Weasel YouTube channel. It's been me, your host, the Gaming Weasel, and I'm over and out.